Hey guys, Nick here, and I am trying something new. I'm in the middle of washing my brown girl coils, and I am cooking in the kitchen. So I wanted to talk to y'all this morning while I'm cooking. I'm gonna kind of work my way around. I'm gonna take y'all with me. I gotta open up these blinds. We're gonna balance out this light. Um, we are in our Airbnb, so I'm gonna balance out this light, and then we're gonna talk about. Let me open this up so we can have some balanced lights. And then we're going to talk this morning while I'm in the kitchen. So I'm going to take y'all back around with me. Okay. And sometimes you got to do what you got to do when you can do it. And what I can do right now is talk to y'all while I am cooking breakfast. We are on vacay with the family. So I'm about to make some good old Texas breakfast tacos. I got my natural girl coils going on today. But I want to talk to y'all real quick. Three reasons why you're not where you want to be. Okay, we're going to talk about that today. I was battling with some thoughts this morning for myself about yes to the light, right? I had to open up those curtains and get the light to come in. But I was battling with some stuff for myself this morning. I was like, I need to do a video about this because y'all know I am like the raw, authentic person. Like I don't play pretend. I can't do for show. I can't recreate scenarios to make it look like my life is really like this. Like I'm all about what is your life really, and how do you incorporate who you desire to become, what it is that you desire to accomplish into who you really are and what you actually do, right? So for example, this morning I wanted to shoot some videos. My hair's not done. Y'all listen, the lady who's supposed to do my hair stood me and Chloe up before we came on our trip. We waited 2 whole days for this lady, and she never called us, and she see me on Instagram and act like she don't even know who I am, right? People are crazy. So you gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta handle my brown girl curls, right? But here's the reality. A lot of times we will have a whole goal of something we want to accomplish, and it don't look the way that it's supposed to be set up. So I'm gonna talk to y'all today. I wrote down three reasons why you're not where you want to be, and some things that you guys need to hear so that you can make some shifts and some changes. Now I'm gonna be cooking while we are doing this, so I'm gonna put it to the side because we have a full day today. I gotta take advantage of the day. So I have my cutting board. We're gonna do some good old Texas tacos and some of the best sausage, y'all. Y'all ever get these from Trader Joe's? Do y'all have a Trader Joe's in your city? If you do not, it is like the best place to shop ever. It's the smallest little store. You get so much out of it. So today my breakfast tacos is going to be the sweet apple chicken sausage, right? And we're gonna have eggs, and then we're gonna have avocados. So we're gonna have sausage, egg, and avocado breakfast burritos. Okay, breakfast tacos. So here's the number one reason why you're not where you want to be, is that you're waiting for perfect conditions. This is the number one reason. I won't say the number one reason. This is one of the top reasons why a lot of people are being held back in their journeys in life, is because they're waiting to get it all together, right? So for me, I shoot a lot of videos. And I don't always look the way that I wish I can look. I wish I can look dreamy all the time. I wish that my hair was always laid. I wish that my makeup was always perfect. I wish that everything about my life always reflected the perfect image that made y'all think that I had it all together. But here's my reality. I do not have it all together. There's a lot of things about my life that we're always working on to put in place. And it takes time to get there. And it takes layers to get there. There are going to be seasons where I got all my beauty right? But then there might be situations going on in my personal life that I'm dealing with, right? Then it might be seasons where your personal life is all together, but you might be dealing with something else. It's always going to be something in life. You have to learn how to work with what you got, and you have to learn how to embrace where you are and be okay with that. Everything is not going to be perfect conditions. So the number one reason, one of the one reasons why a lot of people are not where they want to be, is because you are waiting on perfect conditions. Okay, you're trying to have it all together before you actually take a step. Turn this fire up. I just love a gas stove, don't y'all? Oh my God, it's been a while since we cooked with gas. The second reason why you're not where you want to be is because you don't fully believe in what you do. You don't fully believe in what you do, and you don't fully believe in what you have. Okay. So here's one of the biggest things that I dealt with that. get this meat cooking. Here's one of the things that I dealt with this. And I'm going to share this as an example because there's some transitions that I'm going through in my life right now. And I had to embrace it again. Okay. This is my confession. And this is something that I realized I personally struggled with. But when I got into, I've been in the home-based business industry for 25 plus years, right? Since I was in college. And one of the things that I realized when I was in the home-based business industry, when I wasn't having success, is that I was ashamed of the industry. I was, I went to college, got a degree, and I had a lot of expectations to be this corporate executive superstar, right? And realized that I went to corporate America and I hated it. I was like, I don't want to work in a building all day. I want to do that. I want life. And so I chose not to follow through on my IT degree and get a corporate career. And I ended up becoming a waitress after college. But long story short, that led me into the years went by and led me into the home-based business industry. And, when you get in the home-based business industry and you approach people and you're talking to people about what you do, they shame you a little bit, don't they? People make you feel like you're the scum of the earth. And it's crazy how people do this, but people make you feel like you're the scum of the earth because you're in sales. Like, shame on you. How dare you try to sell me something, even though I go into the store every day and I blow all my money on it with no hesitation. How dare you come to me and tell me that you have something for sale and you want to make money off of me? This is how people treat us. So go to daddy. So people shame you when you go to them, when you're in a business and you have a product or something for sale, right? So what happens over time, you become ashamed of what you do for a living. I did. I used to grow ashamed because people start dodging you. They start avoiding you. They talk bad about you like you're one of those people who do those things that don't have any merit or credit or validation or, just people try to make you feel like you're below them because of being in that industry. And I dealt with that for years, with people just kind of brushing me off, not giving me credit, kind of treating me like, get away from Nikki. Nikki always got something for sale. Nikki always trying to do this. Nikki always trying to do that. And so I grew ashamed. I grew ashamed of the industry early on in my years, right? Because I was like, oh, maybe this isn't credible enough. Maybe this is something I should be embarrassed about. And so I started growing shame, and I wouldn't really give myself permission to own what it is that I did. So I kind of tucked it in a neat little corner and made it this little side thing that I would try and hope that it worked. And guess what? I never had any success. And one day I had a conversation with somebody, and let me make sure I have something to put this on. I had a conversation with somebody, and I'm gonna move you guys with me. I'm trying to keep my charger here, right? So I'm gonna move y'all around the house with me. But I had a conversation with somebody, and they asked me, because I was like, why am I not having any success with what I'm doing? Why is this not working? I was saying, I'm putting in all this work. I'm doing this. I'm doing everything you guys tell me to do, and it's not panning out, and blah, 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 blah. And I don't know who it was, but the person was like, Nicole, do you really want to have success? And I was like, yeah. They was like, then you have to learn how to own what it is that you do without being embarrassed about it. It was like, until you say that I'm an X, Y, and Z, and I'm proud of it, you're not going to have any success, because you're unintentionally trying to not do what you do. Like you pretty much are hoping someone validates you before you actually believe it yourself. And so it was like a wake-up call for me. This is one of them super duper high tech, I'll turn the light on, high tech stoves. But they told me, Nicole, you have to own what you do. And it wasn't until I remember I was in a network marketing company. And here's what's funny. I was broke. I had just went through bankruptcy, foreclosure, repossession, homelessness, having to go on welfare. I was just about to give birth to my daughter. And this was after having a wonderful career in real estate, being an investor, making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and thinking that I was going to be super successful. And I got humbled real fast, right? When the last recession hit. And when we lost everything, I was desperate. You know, nobody was hiring. The world was turned upside down. And I needed to find a way to make money. And so I ended up in this business. I didn't even have the money to join the business. Somebody actually paid the money for me. And I remember I had that conversation with the person years before, and it was like, you know what? I'm in sales and I'm proud of it. You know, I'm in this company and I'm proud of it. Like, it wasn't until I said that I began to attract any level of accomplishment in that business. And that was the first business in the home-based business industry that I made over, six figures in. So you the number two reason why you may not be having success with what you do is because you don't fully believe in what you do. You kind of casually tell people, well, I'm working on this thing, and it's like you just say it, man. Just own it. Like, this is what I do, this is how I do it. And I learned something a long time ago in the network marketing industry. Tell people, say yes, say no, say it quick, because I gotta go. Do you want what I got to have, or do you not? Like, at the end of the day, everything that we do, y'all, is designed to service somebody. It's designed to help somebody. It's designed to help create some level of change or impact in somebody's life. So it's like, listen, if I got this and somebody really needs it, I'm looking for the person that need it. I don't need to convince the person that don't want it, right? Like, you cannot sell beef to a vegetarian. I don't care how great your beef is. I don't care what grade it is. I don't care what cow pasture it came from. I don't care how many grass-fed, elements that the cow has had. If I'm a vegetarian, it's no way that you're going to sell me the beef. So you have to learn who your audience is, what it is that they need, how you can service them, and then you service them. So that's the number two reason why a lot of you guys might be dealing with, you might be battling. I'm gonna move y'all again while I'm cooking. But that's another reason why my niece is on here. Nikki, I hope you see my chat. Hey, Zola. How you doing? Yep. So that's the number two reason. Now, the number three is you give in to any distractions. Okay. And this is something that I see in a lot of us, even for me, right? We're not on vacation. We're on a business trip. We got stuff we got to do. And it's not always convenient for me to get work in, but it's like, girl, if you got to get up at 3:00 in the morning, get up at 3:00 in the morning and stick to your obligations. Because here's what happens when you're doing anything or you're building anything. What happens is that momentum comes from movement, from consistent effort into doing something. And when you have a routine that you engage in over and over again, every single day, you're doing this routine over and over and over again, and then you just stop because something happens and you stop and you pull away from it. One day passes by, 2 days pass by, 3 days pass by. What happens is it's like a train coming to a complete stop and trying to get that train to move again. What happens is the momentum is gone. You came to a complete stop, a complete halt. And it took a whole lot to slow that train down. Now it's going to take a whole lot to get that. I mean, it doesn't take much to slow the train down, but it's going to take a whole lot to get that train moving again. When you develop routine in your life, you want to carry that routine no matter where you go. And the reason why is because routines begin to create habits, and those habits get stored into our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is really the directional GPS of our life. It is the place where we don't have to think about doing something, that activates actions even when we don't feel equipped to do them, right? It's kind of like muscle memory. If you are an athlete and you worked out for years and 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 years as an athlete, as you get older, you'll find that you retain that muscle over time because of the muscle memory from being that athlete. Now, it takes a whole lot of years for that muscle to retract and what do they call it, babe? When the muscles, what do you used to tell me all the time? It does something. The muscles, when they stop, I don't know. You said it when you had surgery, they did something. Anyway, atrophy is what it's called. They atrophy, right? But that's not the point. The point is that many of us allow distractions to pull us in any which way and direction. I'm gonna tell y'all, like today I had to shoot a video. I'm like, Lord, look at my hair. I went swimming last night, but listen, I'm a black woman with natural hair. I can cover it up. I can wig it up. I can weave it up, I can braid it up, but at the end of the day, this is who I am. So if you're not a Black woman, you may not be able to identify with me having this image and look. But for most Black women, you know what it's like when you don't go put some straightening in your hair, weave in your hair, whatever. And I find that a lot of us, we are trying to cover up, and we create this expectation on ourselves that we're always supposed to look this way, or always supposed to have this right, or always supposed to do it this way. And I'm like, screw that, because it ain't always gonna be there. And I'm not stopping what I need to get done because somebody didn't show up to get my hair done. Like, that's an excuse and that's a distraction, right? So if somebody didn't follow through on their commitments and it impacts me in any way, shape, or form, the buck has to stop here. I have to have boundaries that someone's lack of follow through to do what I expected them to do will not infiltrate into what I need to do for me to make my life progressive, right? So just because a girl ain't show up to do my hair, don't mean that I got to stop working because my hair not done. Nah, boo. This is your real hair. You better throw some conditioner, which I did, right? We went swimming, I got conditioner in my hair. Turn on this camera and get to work, talk to the people. Like, you got stuff to do. You have places you need to go. And if other people can't accept that, oh, well, it's not about you living for other people's expectations. It's for you believing enough in yourself to own who you really are and staying consistent on the promises that you've made to yourself. And so what I'm noticing about a lot of people, listen, life is going to happen, right? A lot of folks are like, yeah, my dog got hit by a car. Oh, my foot got ran over, when my husband pulled out the driveway, and it's just thrown me off. And it's like, y'all let anything distract you. It's like you don't keep your promises to yourself. You don't follow through on the things that you say you're going to do. You have no personal accountability. It's like, whatever the wind blows, I'm going to flow. If the wind blows me to the left, I'll go to the left. If it blows me to the right, I'll go to the right. And the reality is until you become a big stickler about who you are, your life, your time, and your mission on the earth, then anything is always going to throw you off. You're always going to have a setback. It's always going to be a hard day or a hard week or a hard month or a hard year, right? It's always going to be you looking at the same New Year's resolutions every single year saying, this year is going to be my year. And then by January 5th, something happens and you're like, oh man, I'm going to wait till next year. Like, for real, y'all? Like, how much longer are we going to continue to keep putting on hold the things that we know we desire to accomplish? So I'm going to recap this and we're going to wrap this up. 3 reasons why you're not where you want to be. The first one is you're waiting on perfect conditions. The second one is you don't fully believe in what you do. And the third is that you give in to any and all distractions. Guys, if you want to create change, I'm going to tell you a few key things that you're going to have to work on. The first thing you're going to have to work on is your belief system. Do you believe in you? Do you believe in what you do? Do you believe in your goals? Do you believe in the promises that God is giving you? Do you believe that you're capable of accomplishing something? Do you believe that you're really going to create the things that you claim you want to create? If you don't have a strong enough belief system, guys, that's where it all begins. That's the foundation. When you create a strong level of belief, that belief produces confidence. Because once I believe that I can do something, once that I have gotten, I am big on spiritual divine relationships with God, right? But once I get that divine download that this is what God has called me to do, and this is what God is showing me that I was born to accomplish, that belief creates so much confidence. It's like, oh, baby, I could run through a wall to make this happen. Like, there's nothing that's going to stop me. So when you develop your belief system, the second piece of that is now you have confidence. When you have that confidence equips you so that no matter what's going on, you are, it's like a hand in hand with the belief. Oh, I can do this. I got this. Like, we can make this happen, right? So belief and confidence. The next, y'all, is discipline. If you don't develop discipline, you will not accomplish anything. I didn't get this till I was like a full grown woman. I was the most lackadaisical, excuse driven child about everything. I actually won an award for the most excuses in school because I was good at it. I was like, yeah, I had this happening. And the teacher used to be like, girl, listen, if anybody can come up with some excuses, it's Nicole. And I thought that it was cute until I became an adult and nobody cared about your excuses anymore. And I realized that it had a lot to do with your outcome and and how you live. Right. So the third thing, y'all, is developing the discipline. And then the fourth thing is making the commitment. If you really want something, you have to commit. And what that means is that no matter what is happening, I'm going to get it done. No matter who is calling me, I'm going to get it done. No matter what distractions take place, I'm going to get it done. When you make that commitment, you develop those daily disciplines, you create a routine, you build those habits, you start doing these things consistently over time, over and over and over again. What happens now is you become unshakable. Now there may be some life shifting things that happen that can alter that focus, but what I've learned about life is that it reminds me of like a track. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like just imagine Hot Wheels. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you might have a Hot Wheels, my son. You might have a Hot Wheels track, right? And you have that car, and the car is designed to go through a certain thing, and these things go fast now, right? The car might fly off track, but the track still remains the same. So you get off track, the car may fly off track, but you take that car, you put it back on the track, and that track still remains the same. Your path in life, no matter how many things come to try to set you aside or push you aside or distract you or whatever, it's like you once you step back in alignment, when God has called you to do something and you get back on track, the track is still there, the path is still there. You'll find that you pick right back up where you left off. And it won't be like it won't take ages for you to be able to make progress. So when you make a commitment, it's saying, listen, life will happen, but I'm going to stay on track. I'm going to be committed to get back on track no matter what happens. And I'm going to develop the daily disciplines to ensure that I complete this race and I complete this process. Guys, listen, if you are in business for yourself, if you are, if you are wanting to create change, if you're wanting to create shifts in your life, you have to begin to enhance and improve and transform who you are. And it's not going to work carrying the old mindset into a new mission. You have to create a new mindset for that mission. And when you shift that mindset and when you begin to commit to the growth and the development of yourself, you'll find that all the things you need will begin to fall in alignment. And so if you're not where you want to be, and I will just tell you guys this, I personally coach and mentor, tons of people. We launched something called Impact Nation. And Impact Nation is where we build people. And while we're building people, we show them how to build a business, leveraging somebody else's platform. And what I love about Impact Nation is that, I've been a coach for years and I can coach you and, we can do a call and I can be like, okay, we meet once a week. I can coach you and be like, this is what you need to do. I see you next week on the call. And you can come back and you can give me every excuse in the book. You can tell me you did it. You can do this, you can do that. But I don't really have an attachment to your results. All I can do is take what you're giving me and try to give you feedback from it. But you know what I've learned about people? People are liars, right? People will tell any story they need to tell to protect themselves to stay in their safe zone. So a lot of times I will coach people and they're not doing what they need to do, but they'll give me a good story and claim that they are and they're not getting results, whatever. But what I love about being an Impact Nation is that I work hand in hand with these people every day. I get to be able to see what's happening every day. I get to see who's producing numbers, who's actually getting results, who's making money, who's connected, who's growing their businesses. I get to be plugged into the process every day. So when it comes to course correction, when it comes to blind spots, when it comes to things that are not working, when it comes to areas of weakness, we immediately can attack those things and pull them back on track. And you know what I love too is the fact that the more you have people close to you in community and in accountability, you begin to be a part of that person's evolution process of transformation. You start seeing them talk different, walk different, confident. They have a different level of confidence, and their results start manifesting different. The money starts shifting. The belief starts shifting. And that's why I love Impact Nation. And so for many of you, you're struggling because you're trying to do this thing on your own. You might want to look into partnering up with us in Impact Nation because it will give you the accountability that you need to stay on top of you every single day, to reposition you to make some shifts and changes in your business. Now, listen, everybody has choices. Y'all can listen to this and be like, ooh, that was real good. And then go back and turn on Netflix and quarantine yourself. Or some of y'all can go ahead and say, I'm ready to make those changes and take action. It's all up to you, you guys. But I'm gonna tell you, only those who commit to making the changes to transform will be able to win big in life and in business. Everybody else just gonna watch it happen. So that's it, y'all. I gotta finish cooking these. I got the eggs and the sausage done. Now we're gonna make the tortillas. Y'all, I am such a Blaxican. I love me a good tortilla wrap. You know that? So we're gonna make some breakfast tacos. I love you guys. If you have any questions, want to know more, feel free to inbox me. I hope these tips have helped you. Make sure that you get out there and you share it with some folks. And let me just tell you guys, especially all my brown women, embrace who you really are. I told my team today, I told Impact Nation today, everybody should be shooting videos. Everybody should be on YouTube. Everybody should be connecting with their ideal target market. And don't be waiting for perfect conditions to make it happen. I am in a kitchen at an Airbnb. It's a cute little Airbnb. You see it? And I was like, listen, Linda, if you want to shoot some videos, you got the perfect little setup here. We're going to shoot some videos, baby. So me and my natural hair is going to make a brand new appearance on YouTube. I'm going to shoot about 15 to 20 videos while I'm in this house because I got work to do. I got people's lives to impact, and I have income to create. And we are going into a time right now where you better maximize every moment and opportunity that you have, baby. And right now, people are sitting at home on the couch and they're Googling, trying to find solutions, and they're looking for coaches and they're looking for people to partner up with in business. And they gonna find me. I don't care if I got an afro. I don't care if I got braids. I don't care if I got a bald head. I'm gonna get my videos done. Because when people go search and they want to partner up and find a dynamic leader like me, they gonna find me on YouTube, boo. So anywho, I gotta go, y'all. I'm gonna finish making these breakfast burritos. Love you guys. Make sure that you go ahead and you share this with other folks. And I will be back for more videos because I ain't got nothing but time to work on my craft and talk to y'all and do videos. So see y'all later. I gotta go. Nicole Escobar here and talk to you soon. Bye.